Well, maybe I don't have to. No one's sitting in here saying I compel you. See, that's why I'm confused, because there's so many elements of the old and some with the new. I don't know, just can't tell anymore. Hi everyone, thank you so very much for hanging out with me today. I got a couple of my Ipsys in and I'm very excited to open them. I'm going to mention now that I just received my Ipsy X, which was supposed to be in February, and that's a long debacle, and I'm going to go into that story once I actually open the Ipsy X, but I'm so frustrated with that because I know that I didn't even get what I was supposed to get, that I'm going to save that one till later. And I'm also going to discuss, yes, I know I don't open my bags on time, but if I pay for something, I want to receive it. And then it's up to me if I choose to open it a month, 2, 3, 6, all right, just about 6 months later. But again, that's a different story. I don't know why I'm getting into that now. That's because I'm a chatty Cathy. It's a Friday night. It's like 8 o'clock. I actually touched up my makeup that I had on today because I didn't want to redo a whole face. And I just keep talking. I don't know why that happens. I'm going to shut up now, and I think I want to open my Plus, which is not Ipsy Plus anymore. Is it boxycharm Ipsy by boxycharm. Yeah, still don't know. And here's the thing. I think I was charged for 3 bags last month. Meaning in February, I think I got charged 3 times for what I used to get. But now I'm only getting the 2, which is, yeah. That's going to be something I'm going to have to figure out with my bank and try to decipher the whole thing. For now, I don't know what it's called anymore. But I'm going to open this. I do believe that I maybe got an add-on or 2, I think. It's all going to be in here. You know that we're not going to get a card in here that's going to tell us much of anything. So I'm going to actually pull up my app now so I sort of kind of have it ready, even though I don't look at anything and give details until afterwards, because I enjoy making a fool out of myself. I think you guys just enjoy laughing with me. Not necessarily at me, but with me. Okay. I'm kind of excited. I'm not kind of excited. You know what I mean? Okay, the first thing I have here is, and this was not protected at all. It was literally just stuck inside with no bubble wrap whatsoever. But it's the Too Faced Better Than Chocolate palette, which is a palette I actually don't have, which is kind of nice. And I'm almost afraid to open it because there's no way that this thing is not broken. It is in the tin pan container components. I got one word right, and I do like that. Keep your fingers crossed, would you? Holy smokes, it is not broken. I don't know how, but it's not. And the odd thing is it doesn't have a protector. Don't these particular palettes usually have a protector? First, let's do the sniff test. It does smell like chocolate, not as strongly as I personally would like it to. And honestly, I mean, it's a very, very pretty palette. It is just so typical of Too Faced palettes, if you know what I mean. I'm going to show you. I should just shut up and show you, or shouldn't I? So there you have it. I mean, again, it is a fairly typical, mostly neutral with a couple of pops of color for Too Faced palettes. It's not that it's a bad thing, it's just that is so recognizable for a Too Faced palette. And of course I have to swatch this blue one down here because it's so vibrant. I don't even think the camera right now does it justice. Except it wasn't impressive sticking my finger in it. We're gonna leave that. It actually, is this like duochrome? Too Faced doesn't do duochrome. Hold on, let's see. I'm going to do this in front of you because, so you'll believe me. It's getting that immediate hard pan feel, if you know what I mean. That's the initial swatch, and I think it does look slightly duochrome. So it's not impressive whatsoever unless it's just a topper. But you would think a color that vibrant wouldn't be just a topper. I don't know, let me know your thoughts there. Let's try another. Let's try a nice deep chocolate matte. Very powdery when I put my finger in it, but at least it's pigmented. Watch me get it all over this top. Okay, powdery, but quite pretty. It's got some nice depth there. Okay, let's try this green. This green one looks interesting. See, now that one picked up a little bit more substantially. And it went on a little bit more substantially. Still not that thick type of metallic or shimmer that I've come to know and enjoy. Let's try a couple more here. So far that deep purple is really, it's like a bluish purple and it's not making me happy. Let's try this one. Again, I immediately get that hard pan feeling, but this one, after digging in a little bit, still picked up better than that first one. And I'm doing the same thing with all, as in, you know, rubbing the color back and forth. That's not overly impressive. I do know that swatches cannot tell a true story because I've had to go both ways. Parrots? I don't know too many swatching parrots. If you guys have located the elusive swatching parrot, please send him to my address. Okay, but I lost my train of thought because that was just so ridiculous. I think what I was trying to say was I've had it both ways as far as palettes that swatch well don't perform well and vice versa. I'm just not initially impressed. I love scented makeup. For the most part, I really enjoy Too Faced palettes, but the only way for me to know anything is for me to actually get it on my eyeballs. So I'm definitely happy to get it because I believe the ones in the tins are now like $54. They were initially like $49 as far as I remember a few years back. That was a nice thing to start off with. How about I just pull out the bag now? Okay, that's a pretty bag. It's got like a little Grecian woman, which I didn't know what it was at first, and I don't even know if you're going to be able to tell that is. Okay. I thought we weren't getting bags anymore. See, that's why I'm confused, because there's so many elements of the old and some with the new. I don't know, just can't tell anymore. Here is the card so I can at least tell you the theme. It says step into your power. And of course they're advertising the icon box, which I am going to keep. And slay all your arch enemies. And you know, just cute stuff. Not essential in my opinion, except for the fact that there's a theme. So let's continue here. So that was one thing here. Okay, so there's 5 things in here, and there's 2 things in here. Maybe I did get a couple of add-ons, but I know I did not, absolutely did not purchase that chocolate palette. So, therefore, let's just continue. Okay, so this is from Wander Beauty, and I really need my gosh darn glasses. So this is the Wander Beauty Sunkissed palette, and it says Getaway. Eye and Face palette. Okay. I have many of these palettes. I think anybody who gets these bags and boxes does, but I know I don't have that. Oh, this is a very nice texture. It almost feels like a wallet. It feels, yeah, like not a real leather, but I don't know. It's textural, and I like that. You guys know that I enjoy textures. Oh, okay. It's a very simple, neutral palette, but I think I like it because of the ease of what it's going to do. You're getting a blush. Nope, that's a bronzer, Leann. A bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter. And for my particular skin tone, I think these colors will definitely be good. I don't know if they make other ones. And you're getting 4 eyeshadows. You're getting 2 shimmers and 2 mattes. The only thing I can say is I think, in my opinion, they are much too similar. That you're almost going to get... I mean, are you even going to be able to tell the difference between these 2 here? I'm going to swatch so you can see, of course. First I'll do the face palettes, powders, whatever they are. You know, it's funny. For some reason, I think I have these face products in another Wander Beauty palette. And my memory card's getting full. I'm going to have to fix it. But I want to do this first. Okay, those swatched really very nicely. The highlighter looks a little bit chunky. But I am going to not be able to, like, I might even try it on my face. Let me change my memory card. Okay, luckily that did not take too long, and I just looked. Yes, it does say REC for record, and it's red. I'm only saying that because you know how devastated I was the other day about, you know, what happened, and it happens to all of us, but, you know, when you put in, why am I even getting into that? The fact is it's recording. I'm just going to shut up, and yeah, let's keep going. So as I was saying, maybe I do want to try on the highlighter. Let me swatch the rest of the palette. Maybe I can do it here. I don't know. But I want to see how different these shadows really are because they're not looking very distinct from each other. Ooh, I mean, look at the chunkiness of this. You got to be really, really careful. It picks up beautifully and it's super pigmented, but super powdery. So maybe don't pick up too much on your finger and wet your brush and wait till you see these swatches came out. I'm sorry. I'm just such a mess. Okay, so on the arm there is a slight difference. You have your light creamier color and a bit darker. And these two, this one is more like a rosy gold and I'd say this one's more of a bronze gold. But I'm just wondering if on the eye they're going to be distinct enough, in my opinion. And I wish that, well, I don't know. I got my transition. I kind of got that. I'm going to have to play with it. I love the quality, I said, at least for the swatches, but I do know that I have experience with them and they're pretty good, but I don't know. I look forward to your thoughts and what you think about the depth of the palette. Anyway, let me find, what was I using for them? Where'd it go? Oh, here we go. Okay. I'm just using my water and a dry face wipe because, you know, I'm a mess. Should I try on that highlighter? You know I have to, right? Well, maybe I don't have to. No one's sitting in here saying I compel you. Okay. Man, you know, if there was a fly on the wall, I sit here, I talk to myself, I laugh at myself, and I hope it's freaking entertaining. I do like that there's a mirror, and I need now the depth of me not being able to find things. I'm going to use, I don't even know what brush it is, but I want to try on this highlighter because I want to see how it translates onto my face. Let's see. All right. I do have highlighter on, as you can tell already. Funny thing is, it is so very similar to the one that I have on that I can't really tell. I don't know, you guys let me know if you can see any difference, whatever. I'm going to play with the palette. I'm happy to have it. I love the fact that I'm getting like 2 palettes to experiment with and play with. So, okay, let's move on from there. Where's the bag? What did I do with the... I am seriously beginning to question my sanity. Found it. The next thing that's sticking up from here is a little set of brushes. I love getting brushes. I have way too many brushes, but I absolutely love getting brushes. And this is for Beauty for Real. I like the packaging. You're getting a nice set of 5 brushes. They're in a chocolate brown with like a gunmetal ferrule. You have a flat shader. I'm just looking at the bristles. They're not bad. This is a fairly thick but very soft, especially the top of the bristles. Extremely, extremely soft. Okay, I would read what they're for, but you know, I probably can't. Okay, this one's just called a blender. I don't know how these blend too well. I prefer round fluffy brushes for blending. This one is called a contour. This one's a little splayed. But again, the softest bristles. And it's not too flexible. It has a little bit of density to it. Oh, this is very nice. I don't know how this is going to work, but you know what's interesting about it? It's just like an eyebrow brush here, but this is slightly curved, which I actually like because I've bent some of my other ones, and this is slightly curved. I'm hoping that you're going to be able to see it. If I hold it this way and zoom in, there's a slight dip. It's not only angled, but there's a teeny tiny dip in the center of it that I'm going to be interested to try. I don't know if this is stiff enough for me for my eyebrows because sometimes it's not precise enough, but I am going to be excited to try it. And here we have an angled eyeliner liner brush. Now this is a little bit thick for me for a liner brush because I can see this getting a little bit messy, but I do love the curve of it. I have one that, did I take it out already? Let's see. I can't find it because me. I have a very, very thin Sigma brush that has a bit of a longer angle, but it has a super, super fine tip, and that's the one that I will dip in my Inglot mixing medium and dip in the black eyeliner, especially, for example, the Vintage Cosmetics one, which is this, to make it very, very thin and liquidy, to not do a wing because I can't do them on myself. But that's what I use. So I'm going to be curious to see how this works because I don't even know if it's long enough. But those are just my thoughts on it. This last brush is a shader. This will definitely work as a shader. I normally use larger ones, such as like this one, which is not quite as flat to put shimmers on, but this may work. It is on the stiffer side. I'll hold it up a little bit closer for you. Okay, I know that I may be over-analyzing brushes, but I like to do that because it makes me think about them and what the uses could be, and maybe that could be useful for someone else out there. So if I talk too much about the products, I apologize. I'm just trying to give, I think, as much information as possible. Something that I want to know. All right, this next thing is Pistache. Oh, this is the one where we got a lip balm from them that was completely empty. It had one little spludge in it, and that was it. And I complained, and they sent me another. And that second one also had like one little spludge. Don't ask me what a spludge is. It was really nice and moisturizing, smelled delicious, but there wasn't enough of the product for me to try. Anyway, this is a hand cream. If this smells like pistachios, I'm dreaming of pistachios. How much is in here? Oh no, don't tell me it's going to be like, I guarantee you there's like 2 more splidges and that's it. Okay, it smells really, really good. It smells very similar to the Boom Boom cream, but a little bit more distinct. Feels really nice. As I said, I don't think their product was bad. I was really happy with it. It just, I wanted to try more of it. That feels amazing on my hand right now. My hands are in the worst condition. They are so beat up and abused from all the stuff that I've been going through the last few weeks. And it shows. I look like I've been in like a boxing ring. It's an absurdity. The next thing I have is a very squished little box. It's from Honest Beauty. For some reason, I think I remember picking this. Now, how do I feel about us getting drugstore products in these boxes? I don't know. Because, you know, they've promised bigger and better. It's not that I don't like drugstore products, but I want to get things that I don't necessarily have access to, if that makes sense. But this is a lip crayon. This is very similar to another one that I just got from, I think it was ColourPop, and I wore it today as a matter of fact. It was kind of nice. It's in the color Melon. Let's see. I was just in CVS today, as a matter of fact, picking up some of my medicines, and I remember seeing these. It is your typical packaging. Alright, the lid is much more secure than the ColourPop. With the ColourPop, you literally have to push down on it. And it does, of course, have the twisty. Let's try it on my hand. I was hoping for a really good smell, but of course all I can smell now is the hand cream. That's the color? I mean, let me try it. What, you know, at this point, what does it matter? Okay, I actually should have read the package further. It says Lip Crayon Demi Matte. Did I even say that? Did I verbalize that when I first showed you the product? I was going to say as I put it on, I was expecting a bit of more of a, like a glossy, almost balm texture. It has definitely a semi-matte type of feel. Well, it did initially get on my teeth, which is nice, and it feels kind of secure, yet comfortable. I feel it on my lips, and yet it's still comfortable. I actually think I like the color, and I think I like the formula. I'm going to obviously wear this for the rest of the video, check a lot to see if it gets on my teeth, and that may be something that I'm going to enjoy. So there you go. Maybe I'm not so upset about getting a drugstore product. The next thing I have here is from RMS Beauty, and don't ask me how, but I think I remember picking this as well. Oh, but I don't remember what it is. I just remember RMS Beauty. Oh, this is one of the lip to cheek. I really don't know how I feel. For some reason, and it could be just me, I don't like lips and cheeks. Don't ask me why. It's just not something that I like. What color? I didn't even mention the color. This is in the color Modest. This is really quite weighty. I don't remember if RMS Beauty is on the pricier side or not. Oh, that's really, really pretty color. But again, it's weird. I can't explain the logic behind my thoughts. It's just weird. But anyway, oh, very interesting texture. It's a very creamy, balm-like texture. A little on the sticky side. Okay, that's really, really pretty. Will it be too balmy to go on my face? For example, I have a couple of more liquidy blushes and certain blushes like this that are too almost emollient, which you think would be good, especially for me who has dry skin or drier skin. But I love the color. I think it's beautiful, and I think that would actually look really, really pretty on my lips. But okay, that's something I don't have. I am actually excited to try it. Now I have a Pat McGrath palette. Why do I think this is an add-on? I think this is an add-on. It's got to be an add-on. But it's one that I didn't have, and if it was an add-on, it sure as heck wasn't full price. This is the Divine Blush and Glow Cheek Palette. I have one blush palette from Pat McGrath only because of my amazing friend Clara Barrera, whom I am going to link below, but I do not have this one. On the back they do tell you the colors and how they correspond with the numbers, which is, can I mention how much I appreciate this? Instead of us having to flip it over and try to say, is this mirrored or not? They have numbered the products, and then they have numbered each palette rendition or pan rendition so you know what you're putting on. Whoa. Really pretty, but what got me is that highlighter. Holy shnikes. Well, I ran out of water, bottled water. I'm not in the mood to drink tap water, and this was available, and it's almost done, and you know, I live alone. Nobody comes over. I don't have a significant other. I'm just going to freaking drink it out of the bottle. Can I just tell you that this is my absolute favorite wine? It is cheap. I think it's like $6 or $7. I get it at CVS. It's from Verity. And yeah, I drink a lot of it. I have the one that my friend Clara gave me, but let me swatch this one first. And I said that highlight is just staring at me. Okay, and that's a really big highlighter. Oh, they feel so nice. Oh, because it's just so pretty. And it's so silky, smooth, like, oh my goodness. Now here you could almost say it looks glittery, but not on the Z hand. Oh my goodness. I do think I have two of these colors in the other pan, in the other thing. Don't care. Yeah, they feel really, really, really nice. Oh my. Okay, those are the 4 colors, and that highlight, which is just jumping off of my hand. They swatched beautifully. As I said, I love the palette that Clara gave me. So let me see if I can compare and see if they're the same. They're obviously in different packaging. This one is 2 blushes and a highlighter. What is this blush? Hold on. Glasses, please. Divine Rose, Desert Orchid, and Golden Nectar. Because this is the Divine Blush and Glow Trio in a Galactic Sun. And this is Nude Venus. Okay, so Nude Venus is in this and in this one. Desert Orchid is in both. And the highlighter in this one is Sunset Nectar, and the highlighter in this one is Golden Nectar. I'll swatch the 2 of them, the highlighters next to each other. There is a subtle difference. You can see the one on my knuckles. I know it's horrible. The one on my knuckles is the Golden Nectar palette, and the other one is the Sunset Nectar. And this is the 2 palettes compared to each other. Is it kind of frustrating that I have repeat colors? Yeah, but I'm still not upset about it because I said these are beautiful blushes, and they can go on sheerly enough, or you can build them up. Because lately I haven't been liking too much color on my cheeks. I just think it doesn't look good on me. But let's go over the other 2 things in here, which are quite heavy. This is from Refreshments and is their Pearly Body Wash and Coconut Colada. Let me see what this smells like. It smells like a pina colada. Yum. I want to smell like alcohol when I get in the shower. The last thing in here is a lip and eye makeup remover. Oh, I think that I ordered this to try it because I know that I'm almost out of my stuff. You know, I was just talking about the Clinique in one of my other videos. I don't think this was that much money. Hey, even if it's not as good as the Clinique, at least it's something. It feels a little oily, but not like overly so. All right, I'm going to try this later because after this video, I'm just going to sleep, you know what I mean? Overall, I like every single product. I'm not disappointed in anything. What they picked for me was the Wander Beauty palette, the Getaway Eye and Face palette, and Sunkissed. This is $42. I've always had a problem with Wander Beauty's prices, so because I like them, I am grateful that I get them in these boxes. I just think that they're overpriced. Okay, the next thing they picked for me was the Beauty For Real Essential Pro eye brush. It says I, like the, not EYE, but just I. I don't know why that was relevant, but it is. Oh my goodness, I'm running out of room again. Oh. Okay, can I get through the rest of my video without this happening again? The odds are no, but we are sure as heck going to try. I was talking about the Beauty For Real. While $42 seems to be the magic number, now, how many am I getting in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that makes each of these brushes a little bit more than $8. I don't know how I really feel about that. Granted, I haven't tried them yet, but we'll see. I don't know, mixed reviews. I, like to look at the reviews and then make, a determination for myself. Okay, so they picked those 2 things for me, and I'm supposed to be able to pick 3. And this is not an add-on. Why? I guess I must have picked this because there must have been absolutely nothing else that I really wanted. But again, this is the Refreshments Pearly Body Wash and Coconut Colada. And they're saying that this 10 ounces is $14. I definitely wouldn't pay $14 for it, but obviously I didn't. So I can always use some nice smelling body wash. Not upset, but as I said, if I picked a body wash as one of my items, I really must not have been thrilled with the other choices. So, interestingly enough, I didn't realize this is actually called BoxyCharm, even though it's in an Ipsy bag. And it's my premium because I was only getting the premium, so I'm getting 6 products, not the 5. And I'm now more confused. So, this is going to be a long-ass video for something that should be so simple. It should be simple. But it's me, number 1. And number 2, it's just not. I also picked the RMS Beauty Lip to Cheek in Modest. That was another one of my choices. And this is $36, which I don't know if I would pay, but I didn't. Let's see, this creamy multi-use color pot combines the best of both worlds. High quality performance and a clean, good natural formula, yada yada. Tap it on your cheeks or lips. That's, I guess, pretty self-explanatory. Okay. I also, see how much I don't remember? I also picked the Honest Beauty Lip Crayon Demi Matte in Melon. And this is $13. I'm wondering if you pick the higher priced items, if your item choices for the next category, I wonder if they go down, if they offer you lesser priced products. I'm honestly not sure. As I said, I definitely still feel it on my lips. It's still not on my teeth. But even though I can feel it, it's still quite comfortable for a matte. And it's not, I don't feel like I'm having the life sucked out of my lips. So, not upset about that. Okay, so this Pat McGrath palette was an add-on. I'm telling you, it must have been absurdly cheap for me to have purchased it. But I do know that this, I believe the value was $62. I did not pay anywhere near $62. Was this like 18 and one of the full size, or was it 25? Either way, I really do think it was a good value. Granted, I know I have this 2 of the same colors. Maybe I love it so much that I'll use it all the way up. Now let me see what the other things are. What I'm not sure about is the chocolate palette. This Tony Moly Minions. Oh, it's the Minions. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness. Lip and eye makeup remover. This was also an add-on. And this is $16. I also added on the Pistache Skincare Pistachio Hand Cream. So this must have been like $3 or $3.50, I think. Okay. The Beauty Boost, that's what they were talking about when they were switching over. That if you got the premium boxycharm, it was going to be a Beauty Boost. So your 6th item, in this instance, they chose this for me. So I was wrong about the price of the box. My premium, this is a $40 box plus a $2 handling fee. So the 6 products are, you're paying $7 each for them, which is not a huge difference. I just had to correct myself there. As I said, it's still a little confusing because it's new. So this palette, the Better Than Chocolate palette, was my 6th product because I was getting the BoxyCharm Premium. And as I said, this is $54. So that is everything. I'm glad I was able to decipher it in the end. I know it makes it a little bit comical that I struggle to figure out what everything is in the beginning, but I don't know. I think that's kind of fun because I said I always seem to blunder something. And if I didn't blunder something, you guys wouldn't know it was me. Overall, I will definitely say that each of the products is worth $7. And for my overall bag, although I think some of the prices can be inflated, I still think that my $40 was most definitely well spent. $42 was definitely well spent. Obviously, we have to discount the things that I added on, but even this is worth the $7. Do you know what I mean? So I'm really not upset about everything. I got 2 palettes. I got some brushes to play with. I got a nice little cheek product. So I am definitely happy. It's going to take a few more of getting these bags for the next couple of months for me to really like nail down what the differences are and what they're doing. I'm probably going to make that same mistake in saying Ipsy and not knowing that it's my actual boxycharm. So either way, I have to check the prices, make sure I wasn't overcharged. That's all stuff on my end, but what I want to hear now is from you guys. I would love to know what your thoughts are about the whole change. What did you think about my box? If you are getting it, do you understand it any better than I? All I know is that you guys are amazingly wonderful. You put up with my antics. That is literally just me. I can't act that way because that's just me. So I will repeat that you are amazingly wonderful and that I love you tremendously. And of course, my friends, whatever part of the world you're in and around, I hope you're having an amazing day, an amazing night, depending upon when you're watching this, where you're watching it, and all of the above. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Oh my goodness gracious. Love you. Bye.